Guys, I'm Tyler Nguyen, branch manager at Blue Grant Mortgage. I have Quenton Richardson from Premier Sotheby's. Today we're going to talk about, we're going to give a market update. I know there's a lot of changes going on, but first up, before we go through that, Quenton, you want to talk about yourself and give everybody some background of you?
Appreciate it, man. So I'm Quenton Richardson. I'm a realtor here with Premier Sotheby's International Realty. I've been licensed now for about 9 years, and I love what I do. I'm a Tampa native, so I know the market really well. And I'm just here to, help my clients.
Definitely, man, definitely. And I can vouch for him. Quenton is the man. He's very thorough. He's all about the clients, and he'll do a great job. I'm Tyler Nguyen. Again, I'm a branch manager of Blue Grant Mortgage here in the Tampa area. We service all of Florida, Colorado, Texas, and Kansas. Been originating over here for over 7 years now, and it's been a great, ride. So, we're going to talk about the market updates. Quenton, do you want to start or?
Yeah, man. The market's interesting. The market's shifting. Beginning of this year, the market was really crazy. Tons of multiple offers that we were seeing throughout the market. Talking about 20, 30 offers.
It's crazy, man.
And now with the rise of interest rates, we've seen the market kind of slow down just a little bit.
Yeah.
And seeing homes sit a little bit longer on the market. So it's really important for home sellers to price their home strategically.
Gotcha. So like for housing right now, like what would you say from beginning of January till now, like you see houses stay on the market a little longer now? Or
typically, before we were seeing homes stay on the market no longer than 7 days, and now we're seeing homes sit a little bit longer, probably 30, 45 days on the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in regards to have you seen price drops?
Seen some price drops because I think some sellers are still in that mindset that they can price the home, pretty high and get what they're asking.
Yeah.
Some homes we're starting to see some price drops on them.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've been hearing that too. I mean, I think that this is the time where you get a little creative as somebody selling their home. So, what are some of the things that you're strategizing now for homes that are sitting longer in the market? What are you advising clients now?
So right now, I would say that you really need to be strategic in your pricing. I mean, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
If you price it right, you're in a great location, you can still receive multiple offers.
Nice.
But if you price too high above the market, then you're going to get tons of showings and not enough offers.
Gotcha. How about price range wise? Do you see there's difference in bidding wars still? Houses that are still getting bidding wars? Is it a certain price range or is it location or a little bit of both?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think if you're in a prime location, again, you're going to get multiple offers.
Nice.
As long as you're priced strategically.
Yep.
But homes that are sitting on the market, again, they're probably priced just a little bit above what they're worth, based on the comps in the area.
Nice. Yeah, I think that it's a good time. It's always pros and cons to every market, right? And as we're shifting, markets are staying on houses are staying on the market a little longer,
right.
But that gives the opportunity for people that last year that were making multiple offers and they were getting frustrated, right? They have their opportunity to buy now. Would you agree to that?
Yeah. I see a few buyers starting to come back to the market, even with the rise of interest rates.
Yeah.
I see buyers coming back to the market because it is slowing down.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I wouldn't say slowing down. I'll say it's stabilizing.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, I agree with you. And I've been seeing when I'm doing pre-approvals and clients are contracts are getting accepted. I've seen FHA come back really strong. Like they're accepting FHA offers.
Right.
And then also VA clients as well. So last year it was just so hard to get those accepted. I'm sure as you as a listing agent or whatnot, you feel like conventional or FHA, you probably pick the conventional.
You pick conventional every time.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. But I've been seeing more of that, so that's good news for these buyers that didn't have the opportunity last year that they actually try to buy this year.
Right.
But man, did you have any questions on the mortgage side?
Yeah. So just kind of basic level stuff here.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that buyers can expect when they're going through the pre-approval process?
Yeah, it's a great question, man. So first, the first starting point for this is going to be doing the loan application. When we look for the loan applications, we're going to check the credit score and the credit history. We're going to check that. Usually we have 3 scores from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And as lenders, we take the middle score to qualify for the rate term. So we'll look at your credit score, credit history, and also we're going to look at your job history. Job history is very important. We always ask for 2-year work history. So, if you're hourly paid, we're looking for that full-time hourly pay, which is 40 hours, at least 40 hours a week, right? There is some flexibility with people that are part-time pay as well, but they usually want 2-year work history. So you'll see some of that people work part-time with multiple jobs, right? So Again, they usually want to see a 2-year work history of that to qualify. The next thing is the assets, the down payment. They want to see if you have the money for the down payment. So typical down payment starting out is 3% down to 3.5% down. So it can fluctuate more. It can go to 3 to 20% down, of course. But they're going to look at make sure you have the money for the down payment, closing costs, and sometimes for reserves. So those are the things that they're going to look for. So, but down payment assistance has been really popular as well. It's out there. There's county bond programs that's out there. There's hometown heroes that people have been talking
Very
about.
popular one.
Yes,
Right.
definitely very popular. So those programs are out there for people that don't have a down payment. So some of them are some of them do require to pay make a minimum monthly payment for the next 3 years, and after the 3rd year, verify you're still at the home. It's going to be forgiven. Or else, at the end of the term, there's some down payment assistance where you don't have to pay anything back until you sell the house or you refinance the house.
Right, right.
So again, there's options out there for people that need that additional help.
Right. And so going back to the down payment assistance, what are the income restrictions on that? Because I think there's a lot of misconception about how much money you can make versus So do you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, great question. So with the down payment assistance, again, every program is going to be a little different. There is, like you said, median income sometimes that they require, like the traditional down payment assistance that we deal with as of late. They'll look at the median income in that area. So it says it's a family makes less than $59,000, $58,000 combined, and they'll qualify for this program.
Gotcha.
I know the hometown heroes, I believe it goes up to $120,000 as a family income. So our household income. So that's a little bit more flexibility there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. So there's some of the programs you got to keep in mind. They are income based.
Nice.
Yeah. But in regards to strategic with getting the monthly payment lower for the clients right now, we've been seeing people accept the ARM products. It's been pretty popular as of late. So the ARM product, the reason why people will go for that program is again to lower the monthly payment, and then also to get the better rate. Again, these products are locking in the rates for either 7 years or 10 years. So within that time frame, who knows what the market can do? And you can always refinance, you can sell the house. So again, it keeps that lower interest rate locked for that time period.
Great point, because a lot of buyers are just concerned about the interest rates rising, but you could always refinance.
Exactly.
And that's something that a lot of buyers don't consider when they're looking for a home.
Yeah.
You want to marry the home and date the rate, right?
Exactly. What would you say is typical? It seems like, I've been in the industry for a little bit. I've been seeing people maybe stay in the house for 5 years or maybe less than that.
Right.
They're always kind of upgrading or right sizing to different property, right?
Right.
So again, the ARM product, it's a scary, it has this persona as don't do the ARM product. But again, everybody's situation is different. And again, it locks the rate in for 5 to 7 years or 10 years. So you have the flexibility to either refinance or else, sell the house, whatever you want to do.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I wrote a few questions down here for you.
Right.
What are, seller concessions?
Mm-hmm.
Explain a little bit about seller concessions and, how they could use that and leverage that to kind of buy the points down.
Yeah, that's a great point. Some of my clients that are listing homes right now, they're offering a credit for the buy down the rate credit, right? So maybe an example that hey, on the listing, the realtor could offer a $10,000 incentive for the rate buy down for the client, for the future client. So that you can use that $10,000. The buyer can use that $10,000 to buy down the rate by maybe a point difference. So
Wow.
like say for example, they're at a 5.625. They could bring it down to 4.625. That's a big difference in the monthly payment. So it's like it could be $200 or more in savings a month. So it's a great way to strategize that, and especially when you have a buyer or borrower that's kind of tight in the debt to income ratio to qualify for a mortgage. It definitely helps them with the situation out.
Right. Yeah. So I think that'll be good for buyers that we're seeing the market shift a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're concerned about the interest rates.
Yeah.
We can now start introducing seller concessions back into the contracts.
Exactly.
Because homes are not selling as fast anymore.
Exactly.
So I think that's a great point.
Yeah, 100%. And as of late, I don't know about you, but I've been seeing seller concessions come back. I just had a contract today. I think the realtor is actually giving back a seller credit of $3,500.
Wow.
So yeah, so I mean, again, the market's shifting a little bit, and things are staying on a little bit longer. So they want to solidify the deal, and they're getting back to selling.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
What kind of questions you be getting from the bars as of late?
When is the market going to drop? That's the magic question. When is the market going to drop? There's no crystal ball, of course, but the market has been strong for the last 3 years, and so what I tell them is, real estate is one of those things where you kind of want to invest and just kind of wait, because real estate is not like the stock market. It's not going to crash overnight, And so for me, what I'm telling my clients is, you want to find the right home, stay in it, invest into it, and then down the line you can sell it and make a good profit. But if you're waiting for the market to just crash, I don't think that's going to happen.
I totally agree with you, and I would tell my clients that, hey, if the numbers work out for you, meaning the monthly payment, the down payment, closing costs, then pull the trigger, because I agree with you. There's not a wrong or right time to buy. It's just if the right situation happens, right?
Right. If it presents itself, it's the right time for you.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. No, that's good. And have you as of late, ran into any other situations with when it comes to credit scores? Has any of the credit scores been affected when any of your clients are qualifying?
No, I like to try to educate my clients up front of what to expect, from start to finish. So, minimum credit score, I believe, is 580. For FHA, so I'm preparing them for that in the beginning, because education is key. I think, if they're not educated and they don't know what they're walking into, then, it could really be, the word I'm looking for is, it can be, the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. So you don't want them to have high expectations. Oh, this is going to be a cakewalk, or hey, I can buy a house with what I got now. So it's good to have a starting point, a base, right?
Exactly.
To know, hey, minimum FICO score at least 580. So your credit score is very important,
right?
And you're buying a house, so save money. Don't spend all your money, and number two, make sure you pay your bills on time.
Exactly.
Right? And don't make any large purchases. That's what we tell our clients all the time. Is
common pitfall.
Yeah, exactly.
Common pitfalls. Large purchases throughout the transaction.
Yeah.
They go out and buy a new car. They're excited, and then what happens?
Then it messes up.
Exactly.
Yeah, it messes up the debt to income ratio. So I mean, there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to the loan process, and somebody like you that are experienced, you walk through, kind of give a nice synopsis of what to expect in the process. So that's good, man. I mean, I think the market is, at this current time, the market is actually, it's actually calming down a lot, I think. Even in regards to interest rate, with the Feds just announcing a 75 basis points hit, we're still, it's nothing that surprised us. So the rates even got a little bit better today. And today's July 28th. Yeah. And so the rates are actually better today because, again, there was no surprise. We knew the Feds were going to announce, a rate hike of somewhat. So right now, actually, it's a good time right now. We're seeing great rates.
I agree.
But yeah, man, I mean, this is good stuff, and we should start doing this weekly, educate our buyers of what's going on. And it's great having you here, man.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Appreciate it.